Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I have this everyday get ready with me look. I just figured I would sit down, do a full-on get ready with me video, really just show you all the new products that I'm currently obsessed with. So let's just get into the tutorial. Alright guys, so I'm starting off with a fresh, clean face, and first up I'm going to apply primer. I am in love with this Hourglass Veil Primer. I know that a lot of YouTubers talked about this a long time ago. And for foundation, this is probably one of the main reasons why I'm doing this video, and that is because my foundation has changed, and I've sworn by the Lancome Take Miracle forever, and one of the girls at Sephora, who I absolutely have a makeup crush on, her makeup always looks flawless, and I asked her what she used, and she said this, and I was like, she probably just has amazing skin. Well, anyway, I tried it, and I love it. There's definitely a lot more coverage, I would say, than the Lancome, and I think this one has a good coverage. It's definitely not like glowy and dewy, but I don't know, it just gives like a true illusion of like skin. I'm in shade Light 5 Fiji. I just like applying that with a brush. And this is the angled LUXIE 534. So the other thing that I've been doing differently as well is the under eye area. And for during the day, I've been using the Bobbi Brown Hydrating Eye Cream. And I used to just use this at night, but I've been using it now under my under eye concealer, and I feel like it's a good base. One of my friends said that she uses this as like the base for her makeup, and that it actually makes like concealer and stuff stick more and crease less. And I've been doing that, and I absolutely love that. And then to conceal under the eye, I'm going to be using a BECCA in shade Butterscotch. And I like to apply that with the SEPHORA Pro Airbrush Concealer Brush. And then taking a damp beauty blender and just blending and smoothing everything out. And now to set the face, I love the Laura Mercier translucent powder. Another trick I learned for kind of under the eyes, in order to have less creasing through the day and in order to really make sure that that under eye concealer really lasts all day, is A, apply the concealer, then blot with a wet beauty blender, and as soon as possible you set that with the powder, and that's what's really going to prevent it from creasing. So if you do all of that and then a few minutes later then come back, some of that product from the concealer has already seeped into some of those lines, so when you go to set, basically that problem has already started. So you want to do that right away. Alright, now that we are looking like a complete ghost, it is time to add some color back to the face. So for contouring the cheeks, I like to use this Smashbox contour palette, and it just has the 3 shades like that. Really not going past kind of the corner of where like the eyebrow kind of ends is key, because it's the second that that shade or that shadow kind of comes forward, then on this like kind of flat surface of the face, there shouldn't be a dent. So technically that dent is kind of from the ear out to about there. Then I'm going to bronze the face with the Hourglass Ambient in Luminous Bronze Light. As you guys know, for the nose, I like to use a cream contour. Even though I've already set, this hasn't been a problem for me. The nose isn't something that creases or like really moves around. That's why it's okay to do this. And I take some of that center color, and I'm just going to use my fingers. Going in with that beauty blender and just blending everything out. Alright, so moving on to eyebrows. So as you can see, I've been growing out my eyebrows for 2 years now, and honestly I do have to say that they're doing better than I ever thought they would. Poor things. I definitely way overplucked them. So they are making a comeback, so I'm excited. But also just wanted to announce that Monat has come out with an eyelash serum. This is something you can use on your eyelashes and on your eyebrows, and it's totally naturally based, so it's not going to like change your eye color and all of this stuff that these nasty like lash treatments were doing to people. So I'm really excited. I just ordered mine yesterday, so as soon as I have that and start kind of using it, I can't wait to share that with you guys. And everyone that's already tried it, they are absolutely loving it. So yeah, can't wait to get my hands on that, or to get my eyebrows on that. So what I like to do is I like to take Brow Wiz, because it is finer in the color caramel, and kind of just outline where there's really a lot of sparseness. And then I'll go in with the Brow Definer in Taupe, which is a lighter color, and kind of do a little bit of shaping, but really going in with that darker color. I know it seems a little high maintenance for the brows to have two colors, but I think it's just my brows. And kind of just wanted to remind everyone of this tip that I definitely use when growing out eyebrows. And it's never to pluck the eyebrows when you have like kind of no filler or no makeup on them. And the reason for that is that it makes it so much easier to overpluck that way. So draw out kind of the eyebrow that you would like to have, and only tweeze any hair that's outside of that line. Then when I feel the outline is good, I go in with the Brow Definer in Taupe and kind of just soften and kind of just fill in that area there, and it just gives there a little bit of a softer look. So you just want this part of the brow to be kind of softer, and then the tail can be a little more defined and a little bit more color. Another thing I've been doing with my brows is using a clear brow gel, and this is the Anastasia one. This totally helps. Alright, so now that the eyebrows are done, before we get into eyes, I'm just going to add some blush. And this is Milani Luminoso. I'm sure you guys have heard of this blush. It is my absolute favorite blush. Before this, I was using the Givenchy blush, and that's such a beautiful color, but honestly, I think this one is just as beautiful for a fraction of the price. Alright, so moving on to the eyes, I am going to be using my two favorite palettes. I use these two palettes daily. The Tartelette in Bloom, I absolutely love these colors. Cooler than what I normally use, but they're like warm cool, if that makes any sense. So they're like pinks and kind of like browns, which typically are warm, but they definitely have like a cooler hint to them, which is kind of a nice balance to this Visart palette. I love, 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 love this palette. So I like to start with these two colors. So I really just dab the brush into those two, and that is my transition shade and my crease shade. So it's a very, very kind of just faint color. I don't even know if the camera will pick this up, but in person I definitely see some color, and it just helps blend everything out. Alright, so once I've got that crease transition color, I'm going to go in with this color and work on the outer corner of the eye, and then blending that into the crease. Then, because I do feel that that color is really warm, that's why I like to go in with the Tartelette palette and use that color. It's just a very almost mauve-y kind of pink, and just kind of go over that, and it intensifies that crease just a little bit more and just adds a little bit more depth. Then I go back in with that color on a kind of a tapered pointed brush like this and shade the lower lash line. Alright, so now I'm just going to curl the lashes, apply a little mascara, and then some false lashes. And the lashes I'm going to be using today are by the Creme Shop in number 702. So then going in with the BECCA highlighter in Champagne Pop, of course. The Cupid's bow to the tip of the nose and just a little bit down the bridge. And for lips, my absolute favorite lipstick. Anytime I use this in a video, you guys always ask. And I did mention it in my favorite nude lip video, but it is the Charlotte Tilbury, and it's in the color Kim KW. And I still think it's the perfect pinky / peachy kind of nude. I also love the formula. It is very much a lipstick in that it comes off easily, but it's not too glossy, but it's definitely not a matte lipstick either. Alright guys, so that is it. This is my finished everyday makeup look. It had definitely been a while since I had done a video like this, probably at least a year. And I know that I mentioned a few products here and there, but like myself, I love to watch a video that really puts everything together, everything that that person likes to use. This is definitely a look that I will use in a lot of my videos. So thank you for hanging out with me as I got ready. I hope you enjoyed this look. I hope you've learned something new or have at least been inspired to try one of these new products. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.